Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to a new year. It is not March of 2022. This is an old desk blotter that I buy or find or whatever and use underneath my desk. So it is, however, the start of 2024, and I brought you guys along for a planner review not too long ago. I have had a major job shift, and my needs for a planner have changed. Now, the feedback on that video is very interesting because some of you are like, I'm not a planner person at all. Or some of you were like, I am a planner person. This is what I like, and this is what I find helpful. And I really appreciated all the different comments. So thank you very much. I am working at a school site now, which I've never worked at before. My needs for a planner are definitely different, and I'm needing to figure it out. So I appreciate all the feedback of what you guys, especially you that work in the school system, find helpful. So I'm going to show you what I've landed on for now. Okay. So the first decision, well, I've always carried a planner, and I've gone over a long history of them. Big Walmart, Target ones, to A5 Hobonichis, to Cousin, Erin Condren, Happy Planner. I've used them all depending on the year, depending on what my life needs. So right now I'm very clear that on a daily basis I need something for work. So I had to make a decision and try something. Okay. And this sorry, something fell behind me. First of all, this box has my interest. Okay, let's just say that as a possible journal itself. So I'm actually going to save the box. We will maybe do another video on that. I reviewed like 10 different planners for you, and a lot of you kind of said this one kind of looked interesting. So I know for my job right now, I needed a couple things. One of which was, I think what I was looking for, and I think is what will work best for me, is an hourly planner. Now, I've had hourly planners before. I've worked my way away from them because I don't need them anymore. I was on a, online scheduling system for work. And so my planner itself in the most recent years, just I had an hourly, but it would like highlight like whatever 9 to 5, let's say, and it would say work, right? My actual work stuff was online. That is no longer the case, and I need to have somewhere to write some stuff down. So I'm just showing you. This one came with some stickies and some stickies and stickers. So that's kind of fun. I don't actually think I'll be using these in my planner, so I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm going to, well, I'll put them down here because I might use them in my, let's just look at them very quickly. So anyway, this is the one I chose. Now the other major decision that I made was I want to keep a separate work and home planner. Now that's very new for me. I don't think I've ever carried two planners. Yeah, these are cute and will be used in my like calendar at the back of my daily creative journal, right? Okay. So I'll just pop those down there with my other stickers like that. So this is the one I chose, and it's a 2024 yearly planner. Now, I will say a lot of you in the school system made a comment of like, you really enjoy an academic planner. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense to me. You can plan out your holidays, plan out, all that stuff. So I may decide in June to scrap this idea and get an academic planner. And that's okay. None of these planners were extremely expensive in my humble opinion. I don't remember. I linked them all in my previous video. So if you want to go see them, they're all linked in my previous video. Okay. So this one is, we'll call it 6.5 by 8.5. Okay. Whatever size that is. Okay. For my UK friends, I know that's a size. I don't know what size it is. Okay. All right. It is a Ospelelf, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I did get it on Amazon. Like I said, it has white pages. So that was interesting. When I bought the planners and had them side by side, I was like, oh, I really want a white paper. So that kind of, even if I like the layout of some of the other ones, maybe I eliminated it. I did go back and kind of look if they had a white paper in those two, I think, that had cream. I kind of looked. I really decided I wanted the white paper. So index, vision board, goals for the year. But again, this is going to be my work planner and notebook. So again, these could be just work goals. It doesn't have to be family and friends. I could relabel these or whatever. I don't know, or not use it at all. It's fine. Here's a little bit of a monthly view. Here I could put some notes in terms of holiday days off or something scheduled, that sort of thing. Here is the year at a view. This is 6 months, obviously. So here you could also highlight. I actually really like this planner, and I debated on, like, do I get another one for home? Okay, and I'll tell you what that decision was. But I really like this planner. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. It does have the days, days of the week, and then the numerical day of the month. So this is where you'd put like birthdays or, that sort of thing. If you could use this as a habit tracker, if you wanted to highlight the days you, whatever, went to the gym as an example. So anyway, 2 months or 2 pages of that, 6 months each. And then you get into, it has a month and then it has the weeks right behind it. Now, there was comments about that also. Some of the planners had all the months in the front and the weeks behind it. And some had like a month and then the weeks and then the month and the weeks. And both work. Obviously, everybody has their own needs. There's a few things about this. I don't know if I necessarily need this is lined. Like there's lines in these boxes. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't entice me necessarily. It's a basic month. I also like that it's pretty neutral. Okay. I didn't like some of the ones that were like super colorful or really floral. If you know me, you know that's not my thing. And I just wanted like a workhorse planner. Okay. Then we get to the weeks. Now this was the criteria. And again, I'm not too sure, you guys. There might be, the more I get into my job, the better flow I have. There were some that just had a box for like 10 and 11. I may not need like these lines. I'm just not too sure, but this is the one I've decided to keep. It does have a box at the top of each day, which I do need a note thing for each day. I have like specific things I want to check off every single day. And so I will put those up here. This one happens to track the weather. Again, if this was your everyday planner, this is a nice workhorse of a planner in my humble opinion. Again, I don't know. I may get to a point where I can combine work. I really don't want to. I really would like to just leave this at work, quite frankly, but I don't know. So we'll see. So anyway, this is the one I chose. It has, the hour and then a 30-minute slot. So this should work fine. I think it's a big enough. I did look at the bigger ones. I did look at smaller ones, and this is the size I chose. Okay. So, yeah, so it goes through the month, and then at the end of the month, it does have an expense tracker, which I think is nice. I don't have any expenses really for work, but, I don't have any expenses for work like to turn into work, but I definitely have expenses for work that I turn in like for taxes. And so this would be a logical place to track those. This would also be the logical place to track some other things for work. Maybe this page I don't know. We'll see. And an expense analysis, which I think is cool. Again, if this were my personal planner, if you will, I think this is interesting. Now, quite frankly, I think it'd be interesting to track my expenses on this because I can tell you I'd need more lines. So that alone is interesting. I'm curious what people are tracking for a month that only has, I don't know. So it would be interesting to kind of see, you could color these in different colors, and then these are your categories, and, so that's kind of cool. I really like that. This is fun. I like the monthly review. So it says, what are your biggest wins? Again, I can totally use this for work because maybe there was a training I took or something, like a new thing I tried, or, whatever. What are your biggest lessons I learned? What tasks were not accomplished and why? This is a super good question for work. And how do I feel about my progress this month? I love this, right? So super good. Here's a little mind map, a blank spot. And then here is like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about the past month? And it has different sections. So health, business, finance, family and friends, fun and recreation, relationship and personal development, and spiritual. Yes. Yes to this. This is what we really can benefit from every month, is reviewing where are we at and giving ourselves some feedback of like, am I happy in this place? Do I want to make changes? So I really actually like this little workhorse of a planner. Now, do I need it in my personal life? And that I don't know yet. So I was not going to spend this amount of money. It was like 20 bucks or something. I can't remember, but you can go back to the other video and see. Anyway, it goes through every month the same. Every month has the month and then the week. And I do like that because what I tend to do is, let's say, okay, the other thing I pointed out, it does have tabs, and I realize that makes a difference for me. I like to be able to flip to the month, okay, easily. It has 2 ribbons, so I keep 1 ribbon, obviously, on the month, and I keep 1 ribbon on the week, okay? So then you can flip back and forth. The other thing I do when we get, you know, a month or so in is I go ahead and I clip however much of this I want to, right? Maybe I want this open or whatever. I clip all of this together. So it's a 1 flip. Okay. So I do like the layout very much. So anyway, it has all the same thing. It goes all the way through December. And then there's the back page of December. At the back, it has a sufficient amount of note pages. Not a lot, but there are definitely notes to be taken, right, at work or some meetings or whatever. So I don't always have to carry a separate notebook maybe. And then it had this section also, which I thought was interesting in terms of meeting notes. Now, in my humble opinion, this maybe doesn't work for my brain specifically. I feel like I want to take more detailed notes, but this might work in terms of like writing down just the meeting, because we have, let's say, weekly meetings of the same thing. Just writing down the meeting. I don't need location or any of this, but like if there were specific things I was supposed to do prior to the next meeting, I would probably use this page for this. There's not a lot. So there's what, 6 here and 6 here. So like 1 a month is what this sort of looks like if you had a monthly meeting, like a monthly staff meeting or something. I don't know. I thought the concept was interesting. It's certainly reproducible if I wanted to like draw it out or do it on, you know, and add in some extra pages. I don't know. It has a nice pocket in the back. It has a pen holder, and it has two elastics. Now, I don't know why it has 2 elastics. If you guys know, let me know. I tried to play around with it a little bit because I've seen some fancy things like, well, of course I can't do it, but I've seen some people do fancy, I don't know, some stuff like that maybe. I don't know. I think we'll just be using it, you know, like that. And then we'll tuck a pin in here. Now the pin is an interesting question, and I don't quite know, you know, what it will be, but it will be something like that. Okay, so that is my work planner. It does have, I do think I will go ahead and use, it's so funny. I am definitely a front pocket girl, so I may add a front pocket here. Okay, for right now, I'm going to go ahead and stick these in here like this, because sticky notes are a hot ticket in my life. Okay, so that's not the pen I'm going to keep on there, but we'll do it for now. Okay, so that's my work planner. Now, you're saying, Allison, well, gosh, what are you going to use at home? That's a great question. Here's what I came up with. I am not willing to spend a lot of money on another planner. Okay, now I'm also not quite willing to, well, okay, this little planner, I guess I'll take out for you guys because, oh no, I'm ripping it as I pull it. That's great, Allison. That's great. I'm not willing to spend a lot on another planner. So I was really asking myself, what are my needs? And I don't know. What I know is I probably don't need an hourly because I'm at work. So I did have the A6 this last year, and I love it. As you guys know, I had a Wonderland 222. I have used a B6. This is neither of those. I don't know what size this is. I bought it. It's super cheap. It's 5.5 by 7.75. Okay. It is 2024 annual calendar again. It was $5 at Marshall's, and this is enough to get me through whatever I need until I figure out something else. Okay. It's because I don't mind spending $5. Okay. It is a very simple planner. I love it just like this, quite frankly. This is small enough to toss in a purse, not my purse, but like a work bag at least, carry with me, whatever. Here's what we have. What I do know that I needed was a little bit more writing space. So I've always had a vertical, not always, for many years, I've had a vertical hourly planner, and I'm needing a little bit more notes of like days as opposed to like what to do every single hour. Cause again, I was just highlighting like 9 to 5 work or whatever my hours were. And there was to-dos at the bottom. So I wanted to change it up a little bit. Again, I really like this size. It, again, neutral, not crazy. It's kind of light, white pages. So it has the months. Now, this one's different. Okay. So I already had it paper clipped. You saw right here, and I will give it a cuter clip. But this one has all the months in the beginning, which is also fine. Okay. But what it means is I will go ahead and clip these pages. Okay. You can see the clip was already there. I will go ahead and clip the pages because I don't need to shift through all those months all the time. It has one ribbon. It's $5. $5. Okay. But here is what we're looking at. So it has, I don't know what kind of layout this is. Horizontal weekly layout. Get you in. It's super light. It has a blank spot over here, and then it has a little bit of lines over here. So what my brain envisions doing is something like now this, okay, so see, I already grabbed a blue pen, and it will probably be a black pen for now. Okay, so on here I will probably put like work 8 to 3. Okay. I can highlight other things or write other things on here kind of hourly, like if we have dinner plans or you want to jinx it? You want to jinx it right now? I'm going to put in here gym 6:30. We'll see what happens. But I think right here I can write if I have like errands to run, things to do. Let's say it was like I don't know, it's not the first of the month, but like over here. So like right here I would write bills. And I would probably not do a dot. I would probably do my little bullet journal almost thing and be able to write my tasks. Now, what that allows me to do is if I have tasks that don't get done, and I will probably do them in different colors because that's kind of how my brain's worked for a very long time, but we'll do this one in red. Let's say I have tasks. I can do two things. I can either leave them empty and I can move them to the following week. And that's very easy at the end of the week for me to see which ones are done. Okay. If they're half done, they get like a half cross. And if they're all done, they'll probably get a full cross or color in the box. That's very easy for my brain to see, like, this didn't get done. It needs to be moved over to the next week. Okay. Or it's easy for me to be like, oh, I'm on Thursday. I have extra time. I got off work early or whatever. If this says like, you know, go to post office and I didn't have time on Monday, I can do it on Thursday. I don't have to write it on Thursday, but I can still see that it's doable or needs to be done, if that makes sense. That's my thought. That's my thought. So I think, and again, the erasable pens, you guys, I don't know if you love them, you love them. I love them, but I don't tend to use them in my planner. And this will be different because this will not have I've told you all the stories, like it erases in heat. So if you leave it in your car and it's super hot, it erases. Sometimes you can bring them back. It also, you know, extreme temperatures, right? So just be careful. It has a few note pages in the back. Now, not a lot. Now, we have plenty of appointments already scheduled for the new year. So what I need to do is go ahead and set up my planner, put in all the appointments, because, you know, a lot of your appointments you make 6 months in advance or once a year or whatever. So we already have appointments throughout the year that need to go in here. So I put them on the monthly, and then when that month comes, I go through the month and then I add them to the week, right? So I can remember, like, oh, you have a dentist appointment, you need to leave work early, or, you know, whatever. Okay. So I will go ahead and do that. I don't know how much like decorative planning I'm going to be doing. I will not be doing any in my work planner, but I'm not too sure about this little workhorse. Okay. So that's the other thing. I don't know. I have, like, as you know, books and books of stickers. Okay. I love this little guy. Now, I also know I like to carry some stuff, or because of the size, there are some things, like, let's just say this was a piece of paper or something I wanted. I'm not going to fold it, but there's nowhere to like put it in here, right? There's nowhere to, and so most years or whatever, I've carried a planner cover. And I looked at all my planner covers. I have many that could work. This is the one I landed on. This is one I used a couple years ago. I ordered it online. It's not like a fancy brand name. It's got some sticky notes already in it. You can put your business card in there. This one is working, and I love the yellow. And so there is another planner I'm looking at online that's more expensive, and it's a beautiful yellow, but I'm not willing to spend the money right now, you guys. I'm just not. Okay. So that slides in there very nicely. Now this has two other, you know, ribbons to it to help you if you want to keep your month and keep your week. Okay. Here, and then this could be back at notes or something, let's say. I don't know. You can, you know, make it work. For me, a planner is a workable thing. Like, I depend on it daily. So I need to figure out a system that works. So a couple things. This can hold pieces of paper. Like I said, if you had a piece of paper and you needed to take something home or even carry it for something or bring it to a meeting, it has, you know, pockets here. It has pockets here. It also has this big pocket in the back if you wanted to stick something in there and take it. Okay. This pocket here, my thought was I might, my to-do list. I still have a parking ticket. I'm not too sure. It should have been taken care of because we called, but it's in there as a reminder. I have this, which I got at the Dollar Tree, you guys, and it is like a nice fake leather, but it has cream pages. Not my favorite. But it can fit in here very nicely. Okay. For right now, until I find, until I find I have 42 unused notebooks back there. I bring home lots of lists and sticky notes and whatnot. So I might just pop it in. I don't know. I don't know if I need this, but it has room for it. Okay. It takes just yeah. Okay. So personal planner, work planner. This one should be staying at work. This should be my workhorse that I carry every day. It will take me a while. There is quite a bit in my current planner right now in terms of notes in the back. I don't know, all the stuff that, you know, I use this note section quite a bit. I mean, including whatever passwords or not passwords maybe, but web pages and all the kind of stuff that I tend to have a history and notes and whatever, like that all goes in here. So all of that will need to be transferred over. So it'll take me a little bit of time to get this workhorse up and running, but I'm okay. I'm liking the size. It is, you know, similar in size. This one's a little bit wider, but we are definitely not in A6 or B5 anymore because I need a little bit more space, definitely for work. And this guy's making me happy right now. It's fine, right? It's totally fine. It's usable, it's practical. It needs a little prettiness. Like I will put, like I said, a pretty clip on here or something. I might do some planning stickers, who knows. This is fun. Like the space is fun because you don't need, well, this didn't make the Christmas cutoff, but let's say, let's say it snowed. I could just put a snowy sticker in there. Like it's fine. If I want to decorate it, I can decorate it. I don't have to go full tilt boogie. Now, it doesn't have tabs. It doesn't have anything. If I want to say, shoot, I need to do something in June, I got to find it. Okay. It's totally a $4 planner and I am totally here for it. All right. So that's it, you guys. 2024 is here and I'm ready. I'm ready to document it in multiple ways, but this is how I get through every day. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're a planner person. I know some of you just aren't, and I love you for it. I need this. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any other ideas. I really did appreciate the feedback, especially from the school folks in terms of like reasons for an academic folder or planner. And so that makes sense. And like I said, knowing that, I didn't want to spend a lot of money on another planner, and I may switch this one out. I probably won't. I may switch this one out in June, knowing for the new school year that I want to be on an academic calendar, and I may keep this my yearly, right? If that makes sense. So yeah, that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate you being here, you guys. Happy New Year to everyone. I'm so grateful to be a part of this community. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.